Good afternoon. This is a public hearing. It is Tuesday, November 22nd, 2022. It is 3:30 p.m. The public hearing for today is substantial amendments to program year 2016 and 2019 HUD annual action plans. I'm Carolina Mejia. I'm the chair of the board. Vice Chair Menser is excused for this hearing. He might be joining us a little bit later. And to my left is Commissioner Gary Edwards. Also in the boardroom is Ramiro Chavez, our county manager, Jamie Caldwell, clerk of the board, and joining us via Zoom is our assistant county manager, Robin Campbell. It is 3:30 p.m. The purpose of this public hearing is to accept and consider public comment on substantial amendments to the PY 2016 and PY 2019 annual action plans. This is a combination virtual and in-person public hearing. Those wishing to testify have joined by Zoom, in person, phone, emailed in comment, or mailed in comment. If you wish to testify, please visit the Thurston County homepage online and select announcements of public hearings on the left-hand side. The information to join this public hearing remotely has been posted there. If you do not wish to testify but would like to listen and follow along, please watch the live stream through the Thurston County YouTube channel to help us manage attendance. Our staff for today, Jacinda Stelgis, will provide information on this topic. Assuming those on Zoom wish to testify, I'll read your name out loud, and I will read names on the sign-up sheet. And after Zoom and in-person attendees testify, we will ask those on the conference call to testify, but there is no conference call, is that correct? Okay.
No, that's, yeah, it's an older version. Thank you for picking that up.
You will have 4 minutes to testify. Time may not be given to another person. When you're called on, please state your name and address for the record. The clerk of the board will review the timer. And Vice Chair Menser has joined us. The public hearing is now open. Jacinda Stelgis will now present background information of the report, written comments submitted, and any additional information requested by the board. Jacinda.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. Jacinda Stelgis with the Office of Housing and Homeless Prevention. So today we are asking that following any testimony provided here during this public hearing, that the board move to close the public hearing and authorize the Office of Housing and Homeless Prevention to submit the program year 16 and program year 19 HUD annual action plan amendments to HUD. As a background, again, there are program year 2016 community development block grant funds in the amount of $184,474.73 that must be spent per HUD regulations by June 2023. The funds are currently committed to a project that provides modifications to the Tenino Quarry Pool. Due to complications primarily brought on by COVID, that project is moving slower than anticipated and preferred. This hearing is to amend the program year 16 and program year 19, 2016 and 2019, excuse me, HUD annual action plans to move that 2016 funds, again, $184,474.73 from the Tenino Pool project to the Tenino Quarry House project, which is moving much quicker, in order to expend those funds in a timely manner and not forfeit them to HUD. Neither of those projects ultimately will have a reduction in funding. Our office is just essentially moving funding around again, so both projects can proceed and the county will not be required to repay any funds to HUD because we were not able to draw them in a timely manner. Any questions I am here for, and we'll also be jotting down any comments that are given. No public comments have been received in writing thus far.
Questions, Commissioner Edwards?
No questions. I believe we've been over this numerous times over the last few months, especially. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Questions, Commissioner Menser?
Ma'am.
Okay. So I don't have any question either, and there's currently no one in the boardroom, and it
Nobody
looks
in
like
Zoom.
there's no one on Zoom, so there is no testimony for this, and so we'll go ahead and move to discussion. Any items regarding this that commissioners would like to discuss? Commissioner Edwards?
No, ma'am. I think it's been explained very good by Jacinda, and everything's on the up and up. Looks good to me.
Thank you. Commissioner Mensah?
I have no questions.
Okay. So with that, is there a motion to close the public hearing?
I will move to close the public hearing.
Second?
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Edwards?
Aye.
Commissioner Mensah?
Aye.
Commissioner Mejia?
Aye. Next, are we ready to move forward with the motion?
Yes, and I want to make sure I have the right paper. The one I'm looking at is the 2016 and 2019.
Yeah, that's the right one.
And I would make a motion to approve the program year 2016 and program year 2019 Housing and Urban Development Annual Action Plan amendments and authorize the Public Health and Social Services Department to submit the report to HUD.
Second?
So moved and seconded. Any discussion?
No, ma'am.
I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Edwards?
Aye.
Commissioner Mensah?
Aye.
Commissioner Mejia?
Aye. Motion passes. That will conclude our first public hearing scheduled for today. That we will pick up with our second public hearing, which is Program Year 2022 HUD Consolidated Annual Performance and Evaluation Report, CAPER. And we're on the same Zoom hearing, correct? Perfect. The purpose of this public hearing is to accept and consider public comment on the PY 2021 HUD CAPER. And this is a combination of virtual and in-person public hearing. Those wishing to testify have joined by Zoom, in person, emailed in comment, or mailed in comment. If you wish to testify, please visit the Thurston County homepage online and select announcements of public hearings on the left-hand side. The information to join this public hearing has been posted there. If you do not wish to testify but would like to listen and follow along, please watch the live stream through the Thurston County YouTube channel to help us manage attendance. Staff Jacinda Stelgis will provide information on this topic. Assuming those in person and via Zoom wish to testify, our county manager will help us read names aloud. You will have 4 minutes to testify. Time may not be given to another person. When you're called on, please state your name and address for the record. And the clerk of the board will help review the timer. So the public hearing is now open. Jacinda Stelgis will now present background information of the report, written comments submitted, and any additional information requested by the board. Jacinda?
Good afternoon, commissioners. So this public hearing is in regards to the program year 2021 Department of Housing and Urban Development HUD Consolidated Annual Performance and Evaluation Report, also known as the CAPER, for Thurston County. This is an annual report that is required by HUD and covers our community development block grant and home investment partnership funds, and explains how those funds were expended and the accomplishments that were achieved with those funds during federal program year 2021, our program year 2021, Thurston Counties, which covers the period from September 1st, 2021 through August 31st, 2022. Again, the report is a requirement of HUD. There's a 15-day minimum public comment period that is required for this report. That public comment period began October 31st, so we are going slightly past 15 days. And at the end of our public hearing today, once closed, that will be the end of our comment section, or comment period, excuse me. And we will submit, our office will submit the CAPER to HUD no later than December 1st, as again required by HUD. We have not received any written or oral comments to date. And again, I'm here for questions, and I'm jotting down any public comments that are taken during this hearing today.
Thank you. Thank you. Questions, Commissioner Edwards?
No questions, Madam Chair.
Questions, Commissioner Menzer?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and no questions for me. So with that, there's no one present in the boardroom and there's no one present via Zoom. So that will conclude our public testimony. Are there any discussion items so the board wishes to comment on?
None on this, and I don't believe we had anybody sign up either. Is that right?
Okay,
No comments, thank you.
I'll move to close the public hearing.
Second.
it's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
No, ma'am.
I'll call for the vote.
Aye.
Aye.
Commissioner Mejia?
Aye. Next, are we ready to proceed with the motion?
I move to approve the program year 2021 Housing and Urban Development Consolidated Annual Performance and Evaluation Report, or CAPER, and authorize the Public Health and Social Services Department to submit the report to HUD.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion?
No, ma'am.
Call for the vote.
Commissioner Edwards?
Aye.
Aye.
Commissioner Mejia?
Aye. This will conclude our public hearing for today. We will start our regular Board of County Commissioners meeting at 6 p.m. for those wishing to join us. Thank you. We are adjourned.